Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is really exciting. It's gonna be kind of quick. Basically, this is just some breaking news. I'm sure you guys have probably already heard, but as you guys see by the title, Activision has been bought out by Microsoft. So Xbox, Microsoft, they now own Activision. So this is Microsoft's newest acquire that they've gotten. So previously they acquired Bethesda, they bought out Bethesda, and then now they announced it today that Microsoft has just purchased Activision, which is insane. So now Activision is part of Microsoft and part of Xbox, which means that they're included on the first party studios for Xbox. So this adds so many more studios to the lineup of first party studios for Xbox, which now studios like Treyarch, Raven, Infinity Ward, Sledgehammer, Beanox, all these guys, they are now officially part of Microsoft, part of Xbox. They're technically first-party studios for Xbox now, which is insane. And of course, they didn't also just buy out Activision. It's Activision, Blizzard, and King, which is insane. So not only is it just like Activision games like Call of Duty, but then you also get stuff like Overwatch, Diablo, World of Warcraft, Candy Crush, StarCraft, even the Tony Hawk franchise, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, Hearthstone, Guitar Hero, tons of stuff. These are all now Xbox games, essentially. Now, if you're like a PlayStation player or even PC player, what does this mean? Does this mean that, Call of Duty is going to be exclusive to Xbox? No, they said that they're going to be still having these, a lot of these games still available on other platforms. It'd be a huge loss for them to make Call of Duty exclusive to Xbox. It's like the most popular game on PlayStation. So it makes sense for them to keep that. But stuff like the Call of Duty exclusivity that we've had for PlayStation, now that Activision is owned by Microsoft, I can pretty much almost guarantee that that's going to be coming back to Xbox. It was with Xbox for forever, up until Black Ops 3, I think, was the first game that they finally changed it and it went over to PlayStation. It's been with PlayStation ever since, although it's been kind of not so much as important in the recent years. It's been a lot better where we haven't been getting map packs early. Instead, it's just one game mode and some exclusive XP stuff, but it hasn't really been that big of a deal. But it sounds like something like that is going to be coming back to Xbox, although it could still stay on PlayStation, because now that Microsoft owns Activision, Sony is paying Activision for that exclusivity. So now, essentially, Sony is paying Microsoft for that exclusivity. But it's kind of crazy, though, that now Call of Duty is going to be an Xbox game. Of course, it's still going to be on PlayStation and PC, don't worry, or whatever. But, now Xbox has Doom, they've got Call of Duty, and they've got Halo. Plus, they also have partnerships with EA for Battlefield. So you get, exclusive stuff in Battlefield, early access stuff in Battlefield. So you got literally, the three major shooters locked down on Xbox, which is just nuts. But they said that this whole deal was about $70 billion for this buyout. It's freaking crazy. And I'm probably going to be going into a way more in-depth version of this later tonight, where we really dive into all the details and stuff, what this all means. But basically, it's things are going to kind of continue how they are, but Activision is going to be under the Microsoft umbrella. So, now Microsoft leadership is going to kind of call a lot of these shots with what happens with Activision. Currently, as it stands, like I say, the new Modern Warfare coming out this year, it's going to be on all the same platforms and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised, though, with this year if Modern Warfare had an exclusive mode to Xbox. But it's also kind of crazy, though, is that they say, because of this, is that they will offer as many Activision Blizzard games as they can within Xbox Game Pass and PC Game Pass. Both new titles and games from Activision's Blizzard's incredible catalog. So, new games will be on Game Pass for console and for PC. So presumably the new Modern Warfare coming out later this year, it'll be free day one on Game Pass, because it's now technically an Xbox game, which is crazy. I mean, that was one of the greatest things about Halo is, yeah, it's free to play, but the campaign was free if you had Game Pass day one. So now Call of Duty games free on Game Pass day one. You don't have to buy Call of Duty games anymore. You can literally just have a subscription to Game Pass and be able to get it, which is actually insane. And they also announced that Game Pass has more than 25 million subscribers, which is crazy. But yeah, they also, with this, now they own Battle.net as well, which is crazy. I wonder how that's all going to work, I would assume they're probably still going to keep it as its own individual platform. But it will be kind of interesting to see if maybe they integrate it a little bit with like the Windows Store and such, and what they do there. But yeah, there's so much stuff here. They say that until the transaction closes, that Activision and Microsoft will operate independently, but then, you know, once the deal closes, then they'll be 100% part of Microsoft Gaming, which is just freaking nuts, dude. So Activision got bought out, which, you know, they've had a lot of trouble internally in recent months and recent years, and there's been a lot of like civil suits and stuff against Activision. A lot of problems with management, as well as stuff like harassment and stuff internally. And Microsoft, they say here, they're committed to the journey for inclusion in every aspect of gaming among both employers and players. And they say they deeply value individual studio cultures, and they also believe that creative success and autonomy go hand in hand with treating each person with dignity and respect. So kind of interesting. You know, Phil Spencer actually did come out like last week and put out a statement about their relationship with Activision. So it's kind of interesting about that. I mean, basically what he said there is he's like, you know what, we're not going to throw dirt on him because our reputation isn't 100% clean either. You know, we're not perfect. So, you know, it makes sense. And I really respect them for that. But yeah, it sounds like, you know, Microsoft is kind of trying to hopefully clean up things at Activision, kind of restructure around some of the leadership and some of the stuff going on there. But it sounds like, you know, like day-to-day stuff will probably stay the same, other than, you know, now Activision is owned by Microsoft, so Microsoft will call a lot of the shots behind the scenes. So I don't know. I mean, there's a lot that this could really entail. I think I'll dive into that, like I said, more in an in-depth video later today. But I don't know. Who knows? It's just kind of crazy, though. Microsoft now owns Activision for almost $70 billion, dude. That is a crazy much amount of money. And yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys. The biggest news for Call of Duty ever is now owned entirely by Microsoft, by Xbox. So freaking incredible, dude. And I honestly, I think this is going to be good for franchises like Call of Duty, where you know, Microsoft has honestly had a great reputation these last couple of years and has been doing just about like everything right. You know, they haven't had like a single misstep, and when they occasionally do, they immediately go back on it and make things right. So I'm really excited to see what Microsoft does here and how things change up within Activision and for franchises like Call of Duty, to see exactly, you know, how much more they can grow. And I mean, it's kind of the start of a new era, so we'll have to see what this holds in store. But that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time.
Been spotted. Power items incoming.
Return.
Power items on the field. Get moving. They're coming to murder you.
Flame.